what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Scents of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a fragrance from either 2007 or early 2008. I'm not really sure the exact release year. I saw two, different things online. When this is a flanker to the original Brut by Fabergé. Now I think it's made by Parfums Prestige and Parfums Character. This is, again, the 2007-2008 release, Brut Oceans, again by Parfums Character. So what we'll do, as we always do in all of my individual fragrance reviews, is take a look at the fragrance presentation. I'm going to go over its notes based on what I read online and what I can pick up on, talk about its performance and my experience wearing the fragrance, and then give it my overall thoughts and opinions, and then of course my overall rating too. So if it is your first time here and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so to support the channel. If you have an Instagram, check out the Scents of South Jersey Instagram page. There are photos of fragrances in my collection there, daily scent of the day story posts, and obviously news and updates about the channel and new video announcements. If you have a TikTok, check out Sabro88 for all champagne savoring needs. Again, a little different from the fragrance stuff. And if you are interested in picking up or even just asking questions about, new or not new, discontinued or rare fragrances, things that you can't find online, things that you've seen me review that you're looking to try. Some of the things that I've enjoyed, but I don't find myself wearing, I am listing on my Mercari page. So, again, my username is SOSJ, and you can just search a fragrance on there. And if I have it, it'll pop up too. Or just search vintage fragrances and you'll definitely find my page. So without wasting any more time, let's take a look at this fragrance flanker to the original Brut Oceans. Okay, starting things off with the presentation. Again, guys, really inexpensive fragrance. Let's take a look at the box here too. So you see a blue color, kind of a deep blue, and you got the green, traditional Brut Parfums Character written at the top, and it says Oceans there. It's an eau de toilette concentration, and it is a 100 ml bottle too. So let's take a look at the back here. Got some stuff in a different language, some brand information. Again, the bottle size down there. On the bottom, you've got what looks like the batch code stamped in and the barcode. It's a really cheap, sort of flimsy box, no French wrapper. Obviously, for the price range of what I bought this for is $11. You can't really complain. Taking a look at the bottle, I have worn a lot of it, and I'll get into how that works later too. But the typical Brut, classic Brut look, that kind of like, edged square and, sucked in on the sides with the points here. Trapezoid looking thing here, and you got the Brut logo here. It is all thick glass. The details have stickers on here, so somewhat of a cheap bottle, definitely a cheap cap. It'll just kind of pop right off. It does have the Brut coat of arms there that you can see, and it does have a spray. At least the neck is covered here. So let's take a look at the bottle distribution. Pretty decent size sprayer, good spray. That puff that comes out, definitely a good sprayer. It's plastic, but it'll do the job. So pretty good presentation. Box is sort of cheap. The bottle, I think, is the nicer part of it. All right, so when looking at the notes for Brut Oceans, again, not much information about the notes on here at all. Fragrantica doesn't list any. Base notes had aquatic, and it had aquatic notes, and then it had musk, but there's definitely some citrus in there and a little bit of an herbal sense. That's what I get. Not much more information about the notes on there, but I think a little bit of the aquatic notes, definitely citrus and definitely musk. Those are the ones that I pick up on the most, and that's really all I can say about the notes for this fragrance. If you guys know any more about the notes, definitely let me know, but not much information was given. Okay, so when we're going to talk about the performance for Brut Oceans, my experience and what I read online from other people's reviews were a little bit different. Some people said it lasts a long time on them. Most people sort of shared the same experience that I have, in that it's sort of mediocre at best. Not going to get you past on skin at least 3 to 4 hours, maybe I would say, but closer to 3. On clothing, you're probably going to get to the 5-6 hour range. Again, you got to wear a lot of this stuff. It is on the fresher side, so that tends to go with a lesser performance, and it's a somewhat of a newer release, 2007, 2008. It's not that old, so performance on this is not that great. You can wear it on clothes, but hey, you can't knock it for something for $10 or less, $11, whatever I spent on it. I think Fragrance Net has this for $10.71. So, the performance is not that great, but who cares? The scent, which we'll get into, will definitely make up for it. So that's about what you're going to get. You can reapply a lot of it, and they do have somewhat of a body line, things that I use to help enhance the performance as a deodorant spray. This is great stuff, smells really good. And then it was my scent and shave of the day, and they do have an aftershave here too. So you notice that the juice is a blue color here where it's clear with the eau de toilette. And you can see here, we'll look at this bottle a little bit. the back there. And this stuff is almost a little bit of a spicier scent. I'm gonna put some on my face here, just, I don't wanna make a mess, but it's a little spicier than the EDT for whatever reason. EDT is a little bit more on the citrus side, but essentially the same scent. This would obviously maybe get you the max performance that this fragrance could offer. All right, so let's go over my thoughts and opinions on Brut Ocean by Parfums Character. Again, this is an eau de toilette concentration. Let's just get that opening one more time. So, looking at this online, I had a couple people recommend it to me a while ago, and at first take, what do you see? You see blue and oceans, blue, aquatic. So despite the total look and vibe of it being like a modern, cheap emphasis on cheap, blue, aquatic scent, it is nothing like that at all, thank God. Because I'm not a huge fan of blue modern scents, but cheap blue modern scents usually are the worst. They just are an overload of what, you could say synthetic or just a not nice, to me, not a nice smelling, group of notes together, where this one is old school. Surprisingly, they went with I would say, consider it like a modern take on the original Brut barbershop. It's got a barbershop fougere vibe, even though it's an aromatic aquatic is what it's listed as. And it opens up with like a fresh sea breeze air mixed with citrus, kind of like a citrus soapy lemon bar of soap, that type of thing. And then it dries down to a lemony musk. And there's also a hint of a little bit of shave foam or like Nivea for Men aftershave balm, one of those products too. So it doesn't go old school barbershop in the sense that there's green oak moss and a ton of lavender, that style, but it has like sort of a new wave take on that with the newer products that have come out, say like some of the shave foam or like the Nivea for Men skin products. It has that cleanness to it. It really smells fantastic for the price. I'm so shocked that it's as good as it is. The dry down too is so nice, and it's just such a clean fragrance. Where I would wear this would be, obviously it's a casual because of its price. It's inexpensive, definitely great for the daytime. Hands down, you could wear it all year round. I've been rocking it to the gym and I've been wearing it to work, and I've used a lot of it. Again, the performance isn't bad or isn't great, so I've been reapplying it. Definitely great for work, definitely a great inexpensive signature scent. If you want something to wear daily, you want something masculine, the old Brut maybe too much on the talcum powder side, but you like the way this one smells, this is a great choice. And daytime, you can wear it anywhere, maybe formal or cool weather, it's not gonna last as long. Formal, you want something a little stronger, a little bit more bold, but this is really fresh and really clean, and it does have a body line as well too. So that's one thing that I really enjoyed about it. Something that it reminds me of a lot, and I have that on this hand, is my vintage Yves Saint Laurent Pour Homme, YSL Pour Homme, because this has the same type of, and Eau Sauvage too, I would say, the same type of lemon, talcum powder, soapy, musky dry down that this one does. Obviously, the quality is going to be vastly better with this than here, but for what this is, it smells great. It's old school, it's classic. If you are looking for a blue fragrance, this is not it, despite it being called Oceans. But hey, it's just a fresh, like that does have a little bit of a sea breeze in the beginning, mixed in with that citrus, but this stuff is awesome for Brut, and I'm really impressed with it for the scent, and to have it remind me of a classic or vintage fragrance that is no longer made is even better. Okay, so it's time for my overall ratings for Brut Oceans by Parfums Characters. Again, this is the Eau de Toilette. So presentation, these boxes are flimsy and the bottles are okay. They're nice. I think the bottle saves it. It's going to get it the most points. Decent sprayer. The cap is really cheap. I don't even know why they bother giving you one when it's like it can't even stay on. But presentation is going to be a 6 out of 10. As far as the performance goes, I would say I said 3 to 5. So we're going to go right in the middle with 4. So that's what I'm getting, about 4 hours. So 4 out of 10 for the performance, and for the scent, I was really shocked, and I'm really impressed, and I really enjoy it. So performance aside, the scent is really the most important part. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10, which is going to bring the overall combined rating for Brut Oceans by me to a 6 out of 10. And when I'm rating the scent, guys, just keep in mind, I am taking it into consideration, even though I'm giving it an 8, and I may have given some other more expensive fragrance also an 8, but I'm comparing this to other cheap fragrances. But for a cheap fragrance, this is an 8 out of 10 scent for sure. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap it up for me for my review of Brut Océans by Parfums Character, and of course, its bodyline products too. So let me know in the comment section, have you guys ever tried Brut Océans? Do you enjoy it? Do you agree with me that it sort of smells like an old school kind of recreation of some of the classics and just that whole style in general? Do you enjoy this one, or are there other flankers that you prefer? Let me know in the comment section below. You guys know I always appreciate all the interaction. Make sure to subscribe, check out the Instagram page and the Mercari page and the TikTok. And thanks so much for hanging out with me and watching the video today, guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.